For decades, British capitalism has run on a simple promise. Work hard, keep your head down, and one day you'll have a decent life. But that promise is dead, because for young people, no matter how hard they work, they're not going to get what their parents had. Today, there are 1 million people not in education, employment, or training, most of them young people. Labour calls them work shy. But young people aren't checking out because they're lazy. They're checking out because the economy is rigged against them. Instead of fixing the economy, Labour's latest idea is to punish young people who can't find work after 18 months of unemployment and pay private businesses to exploit them. That's effectively a massive corporate subsidy dressed up as tough love. The reality is that the vast majority of people living in poverty are in work. The issue is that massive corporations are exploiting people with low pay and 0-hour contracts that barely let them make ends meet. Labour promised to ban those contracts, but backed down because the big business lobby told them to. Then there's housing. Reeves and Starmer's generation benefited from cheap credit and a housing bubble that meant their properties doubled or even tripled in value over the course of their working lives. The generation before that benefited from cheap and readily available social housing. Our generation has neither. Young people get mouldy flats, predatory landlords, and rents that swallow half their paycheck. And then there's the enshittification of everyday life. Austerity gutted public services. Youth centres, libraries, community spaces have all closed down. People can't go out anymore because they don't have the time or the money. So instead, they're at home scrolling, often living with their parents, trying to numb the sense that something has gone deeply wrong. Not because they're lazy, but because they feel utterly hopeless. Add up all these factors and it becomes much easier to see why young people aren't working as much as their parents did. Economic participation has become a trap, leaving people stuck between low pay, astronomical housing costs, collapsing public services, and the disappearance of meaningful social connection. Why should anyone participate in an economy that gives them nothing back? Why grind yourself down for a job with no security, no future, and no hope? Why participate in a system designed to keep you stressed, isolated, and broke? Asking these questions doesn't make you lazy or irresponsible. It's a rational response to an economic system that doesn't work in your interests.